Welcome to OnCore, a weekly show about all things mobile games. If you're new to the app, thanks for taking the time to check out our content. We love games just as much as you do, but let's get right into the biggest news of the week, and that's Nintendo's Switch event that went down this past week. Nintendo had a keynote presentation on Thursday in Tokyo, which was streamed everywhere, and held a press event with hands-on demos on Friday in New York. And just to set the stage here, I was completely hyped going into this event. The reveal trailer we saw back in October really blew me away and promised a different Nintendo than we've come to know over the last decade. I should also say that this particular trailer really spoke to me personally, as I'm not a hardcore console or PC gamer, not anymore anyways. I used to play a ton of online first-person shooters and all of the AAA console games, but since then I've gravitated towards mobile games, specifically games where I can play wherever I am and won't eat up my entire day. And I only bring that up to color my perspective on the Nintendo Switch. I believe I'm exactly the person they're aiming to sell this console to. And that being said, I was very underwhelmed by this event, but first let's get to the big details out of the way. The Nintendo Switch will launch worldwide on March 3rd for $299, so pretty much on the high end of what we expected this console to cost, but an earlier release date was a pleasant surprise. In the retail box, you're going to get the console, left and right Joy-Con controllers, Joy-Con wrist straps, Joy-Con grip, the Switch dock, and an HDMI cable and an AC adapter. As far as battery life, Nintendo's claiming you're gonna get 2.5 hours to 6 hours depending on what game you're playing. That's the first big bummer for me, and that's because I know these numbers are conservative. The fact that the battery could run out only after a couple hours is not what I expected from a console that pushes the narrative of take it anywhere. So now I guess you'll have to take it anywhere with an open AC outlet because you'll be charging this thing a lot. But on the bright side, this thing does have a USB-C charging port, so hopefully it will have fast charging, but rumor is it won't. And it could potentially be powered by a USB-C compatible battery pack. We'll have to wait and see on that. So now on to the launch game lineup, which is kind of a head scratcher. The launch bundle will come with a game called 1-2 Switch, which I guess is the Wii Sports of this console, with an assortment of party games you can play with your friends. As for the rest of the lineup, I'm gonna have to refer to the list that Kinda Funny's Colin Moriarty posted on his Twitter account. There are 10 games total, only 4 of which are new games, including Zelda Breath of the Wind. The rest of the games are all ports from other consoles that go as far back as 2013. So not the most solid lineup on March 3rd, but everyone who pre-ordered the game is pretty much did so for Zelda, so they've got that covered. And then we're gonna have Mario Kart on April 28th, which is awesome. And then it looks like we're going to have to wait until fall for the new 3D Mario game, Mario Odyssey, which looks amazing. Mario 64 amazing, and it's a big selling point for me, but it's not going to be there at launch. Huge bummer. So there were a ton of other details unveiled at this event. I would encourage you to watch the whole hour event if you're considering buying, but I would say if you're on the skeptical side before this, then you're probably gonna have to wait till Christmas. I mean, $299 is already pretty high for a console. The Pro controller is gonna be $70, and the accessories, oh my god, they are so expensive. Another Joy-Con set of Joy-Con controllers is gonna cost you another $80. You'll have to buy another grip for those Joy-Con controllers. So you can easily throw $500 at this console at launch, and that's really high, especially when there's a PS4 and an Xbox One out there for $250 right now. So final verdict, I am not gonna be pre-ordering this console, which is a huge bummer. Literally back in October, I was sold just based on the promise of what this could be. We saw someone using it on a plane. We saw them playing Skyrim on a plane. We saw them playing NBA 2K in the park. We saw it docking into the home and then continuing to play. This promise of this like hybrid mobile home console was illustrated so well in that trailer. I guess this event is kind of like the cold shower the next day. It just all the reality of what Nintendo can actually achieve, and the technology's not there. The screen resolution isn't there. It's 720p, and you have to dock it to get 1080p. It just didn't get me psyched enough to go ahead and blindly pre-order this and get this on March 3rd, but I think I'm gonna hold out for fall. Hopefully there'll be a Mario bundle for the holiday season. I think that's what the sweet spot, I think where most people are gonna wait to get it. So that's it for this week's edition of OnCore. What did you think about the event? Are you gonna pre-order it? Are you gonna wait like me? What's your reaction to the launch lineup? Are you excited for these games from 2013? Let us know by tweeting us. You can find us at CoreMobileNet, and we'll see you next time.